Ladies and gentlemen, Raider Nation, can you feel that electricity in the air? It's the kind that crackles like lightning over the black hole back in the Oakland days. The kind that reminds us why we paint our faces silver and black and scream until our voices give out.
What if I told you that after 4 gut-wrenching losses, the Las Vegas Raiders just slammed the door on despair with a gritty, grinded-out victory that felt like a resurrection? Yeah, that's right, the silver and black are breathing again, and tonight, we're diving deep into this lifeline win, where they sit in the power rankings, and why this could be the spark that ignites Allegiant Stadium into a volcano of dominance. Buckle up, folks, because the Raiders are back in the fight, and I'm fired up to break it all down for you. Let's start with the main event, that Week 6 thriller against the Tennessee Titans. Picture this, October 12th, under the dazzling lights of Allegiant Stadium, the Raiders, sitting at 1-4 and staring down the barrel of a lost season, welcome in a Titan squad that's been fumbling their way to rock bottom. And boy, did the Raiders deliver. Final score, Raiders 20, Titans 10. It wasn't a fireworks show, no sir, but in the NFL, wins like this are the ones that forge legends. They snapped a brutal 4-game skid that had fans questioning everything from the play calling to the pre-game tacos. This victory, it's the kind of complete team effort that head coach Pete Carroll lives for. A defensive masterclass that suffocated Tennessee's offense, forcing 2 turnovers and holding them to just 10 measly points. The Silver and Black's D-line, led by that beast Max Crosby, racked up 6 sacks, tied for 3rd in the league that week, and 16 quarterback pressures. That's not just stopping a drive, that's burying it 6 feet under. Offensively, it was methodical, almost poetic in its efficiency. Geno Smith, the veteran gunslinger we traded for from Seattle to reunite with Carroll. Remember, these two built magic in the Pacific Northwest. Went 18 of 25 for 192 yards and a touchdown, no picks. He spread the ball like a maestro, hitting Jacoby Myers for that crucial score in the 3rd quarter. And on the ground, Zamir White churned out 78 yards on 14 carries, keeping the clock ticking and the Titans' defense honest. Sure, it was low scoring, but in a league where every possession feels like a high-stakes poker hand, the Raiders cashed in when it mattered. They controlled the line of scrimmage, converted 7 of 12 third downs, and didn't commit a single turnover themselves. That's the blueprint, Raiders fans. That's how you turn a corner. Now, let's zoom in for that in-depth analysis, because this win wasn't luck, it was layers of strategy unfolding like a well-executed end-around. Pete Carroll, at 74, the oldest head coach in NFL history, channeled his Seahawks glory days with that "always compete" mantra. His defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham, dialed up blitzes that had Titans QB Cam Ward, the #1 overall pick this year, scrambling like a rookie in a haunted house. Crosby. Oh man, he was unblockable, notching 2 sacks and a forced fumble that flipped the momentum late in the 2nd quarter. Stat line for the defense, 283 total yards allowed, just 142 through the air. Compare that to their skid, where they were hemorrhaging 28 points a game, night and day. Carroll's fingerprints were everywhere, preaching fundamentals in practice, getting his guys to swarm like the old Legion of Boom he helped pioneer. But here's the heartbreak in the highlight reel, the loss of star second-year tight end Brock Bowers. This kid, drafted 13th overall in 2024 out of Georgia, exploded as a rookie with 112 catches, nearly 1,200 yards, and Pro Bowl honors. Think of him as the modern-day Tony Gonzalez in silver and black. He started 2025 hot, snagging 19 balls for 225 yards in the first 4 weeks despite nursing a nagging PCL sprain from Week 1 against the Pats. But a setback in Week 4 upgraded it to a Grade 2 tear, sidelining him indefinitely. Coach Carroll confirmed post-game, "Brock's tough as nails, but we're playing the long game. Expect him back after the bye, stronger than ever." In his absence, step up Michael Mayer, the 2023 first-rounder from Notre Dame, who's been itching for snaps. Mayer hauled in 3 catches for 42 yards against Tennessee, showing soft hands and that blocking grit in the run game. It's a blow, no doubt. Bowers was Geno's safety valve, averaging 11.8 yards per catch, but it forces the offense to evolve. Myers and Trey Tucker will see more targets, and White's ground pound just got a bigger spotlight. Tactical shift. Absolutely. Carroll and new OC Chip Kelly, yeah, the spread option wizard from Oregon and Philly, might lean heavier on play-action boots, using Myers' inline presence to open lanes for Crosby's pass rush. It's adversity, Raiders style. Punch you in the gut, then counter with a stiff arm. Speaking of history, let's rewind the tape on this franchise because context is king, and the Raiders have a legacy that demands respect. Born in Oakland in 1960 as the Rebels. Wait, no, officially the Raiders from day one under the AFL banner. These guys were rebels with a cause. Al Davis yelling, "Just win, baby," from the sidelines, leading them to 3 Super Bowl rings, 11 in 76 with Ken Stabler slinging it to Fred Biletnikoff, 15 in 80 behind Jim Plunkett's heroics, and 18 in 83 with Marcus Allen's MVP ground attack. Allen, that Hall of Fame back, racked up 12,243 yards and danced through defenses like Fred Astaire on turf. And don't get me started on the defensive icons. Howie Long, that long-haired sack machine with 84.5 QB takedowns, or Ted Hendricks, the Mad Stork, terrorizing AFC West foes. Fast forward to the Vegas era, 2020 relocation to Allegiant, that gleaming $1.9 billion palace on the Strip, where the energy hits like a slot machine jackpot. But oh, the rivalries, those blood feuds with the Chiefs, where Patrick Mahomes has owned Arrowhead like a video game glitch, or the Chargers, our Battle of LA turned interstate grudge match. Remember the Holy Roller in '78? Stabler's fumbled intentional incompletion that bounced into a miracle TD against San Diego? Or the tuck rule game that haunts Broncos fans? That's Raiders DNA. Never say die, even when the odds are stacked like a house of cards. Statistically, this win slots into a bigger picture that's equal parts promising and precarious. Post-Week 6, Sports Illustrated drops the hammer. Raiders at number 26 in their power rankings. Yeah, it's not champagne territory, but climb from 29th? That's progress in a division stacked with Super Bowl pedigree. Hondo S. Carpenter Sr., our SI insider, nailed it. The Raiders ended their 4-game losing streak with a victory over the struggling Titans. However, the loss of their star second-year tight end Brock Bowers has been a significant blow. Having Michael Mayer, the top tight end from the class of 2023, back on the field is crucial as the team looks for someone to step up in his absence. But wait, there's more to this Raiders renaissance, ties to the zeitgeist that make it pop. Think about it. Pete Carroll, the USC Trojan King who won 2 natties before Seahawks rings, now helming in Sin City? It's like bringing Hollywood flair to the Strip. And Geno, from West Virginia coal country to Seattle's drizzle to Vegas lights, his story's a Netflix doc waiting to happen, underdog vibes echoing Rocky Balboa. Pop culture nod, that win had the intensity of a Top Gun dogfight, Carroll as Maverick calling audibles. Current events. With the world buzzing about AI takeovers, XAI's grok dropping truth bombs, the Raiders are the ultimate human element. Grit over algorithms, heart over hot takes. And trivia time to fire up the faithful. Did you know the Raiders' move to Vegas in 2020 made them the first NFL team on the West Coast post-Oakland, but their pirate logo? Inspired by a 1963 sketch tying back to Errol Flynn films. Or that rivalry stat. Against the Chiefs since 2018, Raiders are 2-7, but both wins? Overtime thrillers. Keeps you hooked, right? As we wrap this up, Raider Nation, let's channel that unbreakable spirit, the one that survived the Tuck Rule heartbreak, the Al Davis era's fire and fury, and now this Vegas glow-up. This week's 6 win. It's your battle cry. So grab that pirate flag, crank up some Raiders anthem, and tune in Sunday for the Chiefs showdown, because if anyone can pull off the impossible, it's us. Watch on CBS, stream on Paramount+, and follow me right here for every sack, every score. Just win, baby. Commitment to excellence starts now. I'm your host, signing off from the shadow of the Raiders' shield. Until next time, stay silver, stay black, and keep the faith alive.